Hi, for my stack implementation, I created a custom class on my stack. It has a property data, which is an array of objects. It implements a couple of functions. We have a push to insert the data at the top of the stack, and there's a pop to remove the data on top of the stack. The algorithm for push is as follows. First, I check if it's empty, and if it's empty, then I reinitialize the stack to the size of 1, and then I insert the new data. If it's not empty, I expand the size of the stack to 1, and then I insert the new data at the end of the stack. So the algorithm for expand is as follows. First, I create a temporary stack that is one size greater than the current stack. That gives me a new slot for the new one. And then I copy the existing data of the existing stack to preserve the data that I have. Then, from there, I can insert the data with the index of data.length minus 1, which is also in array, is the last item of the array or the top of the stack. For the pop, the algorithm is as follows. First, I check if the stack is empty. If it is empty, then I do nothing. If it's not empty, then I do a collapse. Collapse algorithm is as follows. I create a temporary stack that is one size lesser than the current stack. This will effectively trim down the last item from the array. From there, I copy again the contents of the current stack to preserve the data that I have. But since the contents or the size of the current stack now is one size lesser, then it will remove the data at the end. So stack being a last in first out, when you're removing items from it, you always take in the last item from the stack, or the item on top of the stack, which is also calculated by the index, which is the size of the array minus 1. Moving on to my demo. So the first part is actually a display of the current stack. Since you don't have any notebooks yet, then I don't see any names. But if I add one now, then you see that my name is displayed. As I subsequently add more notebooks, okay, Jenny, Jasmine, Joseph, you can see that the display is also given an illustration of what the stack looks like. And then the last item that is inserted is actually appended on top. So right now we have Joseph as Joseph's notebook on top of the stack. So if I pick, and then you'll see that there's a display that I'm picking at Joseph's notebook. And then when I do a check, then it's supposed to check Joseph's notebook and then remove it from the stack. So if I continue to check, then the stack also continues to narrow down and removes the name on top. And the last one, and then until it's empty. And the last function is if I say I add a new one, okay. So if I do check all, then it will also check every item of the stack until it's empty. So we do 4, then it removes all the items, and now getting that our stack is empty. So that's it. Thank you for watching.